Hi ladies! Right, who's around? Who is going to join me this evening? I am having tech issues galore. My Safari doesn't want to work. Oh, no shadow. My phone doesn't know what to do and is running out of battery. I'm not wearing any eye makeup because my eyes are sore, so come and join me. Come and join me. I am just going to very quickly check that this is working. I'm actually talking in the right place because I do have a tendency to just go live in other people's groups occasionally, which is really embarrassing when you're not supposed to do that. It's not very polite. Do you know there's like a whole etiquette of the internet now? Oop. I think my cat's just attacked my dog as well, which is fantastic. So, anybody who is joining me live tonight, let me know if you can hear me, let me know if you can see me. I'm just going to pop you down for a quick moment. It will go dark. But I have a dog barking at the door, so bear with me one moment. Right, is there anybody there? Let's see. Right, it's not telling me anyone is here, but I had this earlier as well and I had comments coming up, so. Jasper, come here. Oh, really? Really? Hi, Demelza. Who else is joining? Let me know in the comments below. It's anybody who looked in just now will have just seen a black screen because I had a dog. Not just my dog, but dog, come here. Jasper, come here. Come and talk to people. Jasper, you're being rude. Turn around. Come here. Here's Jasper. Hello, Demas. Hi, Demelza. How you doing? What are you up to tonight? It's Tuesday night, isn't it? I'm losing track of the days today. So, I now have a Jasper laid next to me because he's been crying downstairs without me. So, anybody else who hops on, do let me know who joins me in the comments below. But there was something that's just tickling my brain tonight that I wanted to share with you. So, you've probably seen the last couple of days, I've been sending a few emails. I know some people will probably get annoyed, but not many people who are in this group. But I've been sending some emails explaining that Burnout Breakthrough, I'm closing Searching for Serenity for the rest of the year on the 19th of December. I am then putting the price of Burnout Breakthrough up by 60%, which sounds like a huge figure until you actually look at the numbers. It's a jump, but it's not crazy money. Let's just check I'm in the right place. I am in the right place, yay! Yeah, can you tell that I'm like overcaffeinated today, Demelza? So I've been sending these emails out, and it's quite normal that when I send emails out to everybody, one or two people every time will say I don't want to receive these emails anymore, or I'm getting too many emails, or they're just not interested. They signed up when they were really struggling with burnout, and maybe they've made a recovery, or maybe they don't want to hear about it because it's a bit of a taboo subject. And I think a lot of people really struggle with the idea that they, are not Superwoman. They don't like to be reminded of it. Personally, I think that's a little bit short-sighted, but that's up to them. But what I've been finding really interesting is when I send out emails to you guys saying, look, there's no pressure, but Burnout Breakthrough is going up in price by 60% on the 19th of December. So if you want to work with me, best prices right now, it's not going to be this low again, join. I would hope that it's not hard sell, because that's not my intention at all. If it's right for people, it's right for people. If it's not, it's not. That's it. But I don't want anyone to come back to me in January and say, well, why the fuck didn't I know that it was going up by that much? I'd have paid in December and paid half as much, etc., etc. So when I send these emails out, I expect a few people to unsubscribe. That's quite normal. But when I send these emails out saying, you can work with me, but the price is going up, all of a sudden I get people saying, this is spam. I don't want to see this. And I'm a little bit of a nosy bugger. So I looked through these people who say, oh, this is spam. And they'll have opened every one of my emails. Every single one. They'll read it all. They'll click on it all. And yet there is something that when I put a value on the idea of burnout and the idea of recovering from burnout and put any kind of money in front of it, they get really triggered and they unsubscribe and they say it's spam and, it's all these other things. And it just got me thinking, because we were discussing all last week about knowing your worth, right? Sorry, I've just read Tamales' message. I can't do Thursday's workshop. Are you going to keep the workshop up? Pretty please. Right, I'll circle back around to that in a minute, but you know where it is. It's the same as the last few ones. It's going to be here in the group. It's going to be, I'm leaving them all up at the moment. So hi Nikki, how you doing? So I'm leaving them all up in the group with all the comments, because I think actually the most valuable part, dare I say it, is not what I'm coming to you to present, but it's the conversations that we then have around it. And I think it's really powerful to see other people going through these things, everybody riffing off each other, and I just think it's amazing. So I'm leaving them all up in the group at the moment, but I'll come back around to what I'm going to do about those. Right, I have to keep this quick because my battery is dying and I don't have a charger here. Hey Nikki, how you doing? So, talking about knowing your worth, and I was just explaining to Demelza as well that, I send emails out to you guys and I always expect a couple of people to unsubscribe, and that's fine, that's normal, there's no issue about that. But what I find really interesting is when I start talking about the value, the price, the price of Burnout Breakthrough is going up by 60% on the 19th of December. If you want to get involved, do it now because it's so much cheaper now. And why wouldn't you if you want to? And yet all of a sudden when I send those emails out, which are pretty, hands off, do what you want, that's fine by me, I get people saying that it's spam. And I get people that get really triggered by it. And I was thinking about this and just wondering, is it something I'm doing? Oh my God, am I being that annoying? Well, probably, but you guys are used to that. But it's this thing about your worth and your value, right? So we were talking about knowing your worth all of last week, but what so many of us forget is it's not just about not putting our own needs first. It's not just about saying, I won't go to sleep until the house is completely tidy and the children's clothes are sorted and my husband's got packed lunch for the next day and the dog's been walked and all that stuff. It comes to money as well, and it's something that we didn't really focus on last week because the workshop that we did was so powerful. But yeah, no, don't worry about interrupting me. That's exactly what we're supposed to be doing here. This is, it's not me lecturing, for God's sake. That's so boring. Do keep asking questions. But yeah, so last week in the workshop, we ended up slightly drifting from the original point, which was amazing and fantastic because I think we got really deep into it. There was some amazing feedback. I got some follow-up emails almost immediately from people saying, oh my God, this was, I've been thinking about this and this and this, and actually, I've had these epiphanies, and that's amazing. That's exactly what I'm here for. That's what I want to facilitate in you and what I want to help you reach. But one of the things that we didn't really touch on in that workshop and that didn't really occur to me until today is how often do we not put ourselves first in a financial sense as well? So I was thinking today, my back is really hurting. I've got Friday off work. Should I go and get a massage? And the moment I thought about that, I was thinking, well, I'm getting my nails done. It's like red glittery nails. I don't know if you can see the glitter, but there's glitter in there. I was thinking, oh, that's going to cost 25 quid. Should I get a massage? Because it's going to be like another 30 or 40 on top. And can I really afford that? And I should probably put it off. And I'm sat here right now with an aching neck and back. And I can tell you I worked damn hard and I deserve that massage. But will I put the money aside? Well, yeah, I will. Because I've called myself out on my bullshit right here. But we don't put ourselves first. We don't go for the expensive haircut. We don't go for the Tesco finest meal. We go for the budget option. We go for the middle option. And it's never as satisfying, right? You don't put yourself first, or you'll give other people a bigger share. And it comes down to money and investments as well. And it was only today when this sort of light bulb came on over my head and thought, well, why do these people keep getting triggered by the emails I'm sending? And it's because they're just, fine, they're not ready to work with me or they don't want to, that's fine. I'm never going to criticise anyone for that. But linking money to themselves, their burnout, their career, their worth as individuals, I'm triggering something for them, and that clearly means that they need more help and guidance with it. But at the same time, sorry, didn't mean to headbutt you then. At the same time, how many of you guys are doing that as well? So how many of you this week have thought, I need to get my hair cut? I do, definitely. Or I need to get my nails done, or I could do with a massage, or it would be brilliant if I had a cleaner. You know, all of these different things. It's not just about working with me. You know, it could all be about me, but even I'm not that arrogant, usually. But how often do you put yourself last? How often do you put money towards other people before you put it towards yourself? How often do you put off doing something because you think it's not gonna mean as much if you spend the money on you? I can see other people are joining, so let me know who's joining in the comments below, because I can't see you guys until you talk to me. I want to know who's talking to me. And this is a two-way conversation. So I just want you to think for a moment, is there anything that you've done this week that you would do differently if knowing your worth also meant investing in yourself? Whether that's buying the nicer chocolate or buying the chocolate altogether, whether it's going to get your nails done, or if that feels too indulgent. And what you would do, not if money was no object, because money is always there, you know, circling around, but what you would do if you felt you were worth it. What would you stop saying no to if you felt valued, if you felt that it added value to you? Is there anything that you've been putting off doing because you don't feel that you can invest in yourself, or you don't feel that you're worth it? Hi Anne, how you doing? Sorry, hold on 1 second. I need to show you guys something. I'm talking to you with this dude right here. He's a little bit camera shy. You know, this, for example, great example right there. Jasper was not originally my dog. Jasper was my mother's dog. And we took him on 2 years ago. 2 years ago next week, when she passed away. And for the first few months that we had him, I thought we needed to do everything by ourselves. So we fed him and we took him to the vets, and I'm not saying the word, but it begins with the letter after V. Took him out every day. And I was exhausted, I was knackered, I was working, as you know, I was leaving the house at 7 in the morning, getting home at 7 at night. I was trying to take him out before work, after work, feeling guilty for leaving him. You know, you talk about a mother's guilt, but it's nothing compared to this puppy glaring at you. Emsa's just taking some time out to see what's going on here. Yay! You listen to me. Yay! See? People listen to me. I talk sense, even when I swear and say yay. And I was trying to do everything by myself because I didn't feel that I could pay a dog walker. I didn't feel that that was an investment of money that was worth it. And then a couple of weeks ago, Jasper's been taken out by a dog walker for the last year now. Yeah, a year now. Same dog walker every day, comes and takes him out. And she's been ill the last few weeks, and somebody else has been taking him in her place. So she took him for a grooming, and when she got there, Jasper gave her a cuddle, put his paws around her neck. Didn't try and strangle her, did give her a cuddle. Not because, because he missed her. That's an investment of £10 a day that I make for her to take him out, and it's worth every penny and more so. Not just because it means I don't have to put the pressure on myself, but because it's an investment in him. And this is exactly what I'm talking about when I say to you guys, you can't pour from an empty cup. You can't look after everybody in your friends and family and work if you're not looking after yourself first. And I think that was an absolute prime example. So, in a roundabout way, I am getting to the point, which is, this isn't just about working with me, but for anybody who feels the resistance to spending money on themselves, who feels that it's too much money to spend just on me, or not for the benefit of my husband or my children, or I could spend that money on whatever it might be. Just for a moment, just weigh that up and think, is the resistance that I'm feeling actually about the investment, or is it that I'm resistant to the idea of spending money on myself, putting myself first, creating time and space for me? So my example earlier, I'm pulling dog fur out of him. This is what I do. This is what I do on a live stream, seriously. Covered in dog fur. It's in my mouth. I'm going to call this a day fairly soon because I got dog fur in my mouth now. Okay, I can't stop laughing. Sorry guys. I haven't even had a drink. This is just me. It's been a day. So if you have been thinking I could get my nails done for Christmas, but I don't know if I can spend the money, just think for a second, is it really about the money? Or is it the resistance to actually investing in yourself? When you've been thinking about doing stuff to your house, or if you think about spending money on other people, you probably don't think twice. But when it comes to you, if you've been thinking I could go for a massage, or I should probably spend that 50 quid on somebody else's Christmas present, just think for a moment about where the value lies, where the overall gains are to be had. Because you can't look after everybody else if you're not taking care of yourself. And if you feel triggered by anything that I am saying, if I'm talking about burnout breakthrough, and you feel like, ugh, it's like putting a value on me, tell me. You know, pipe up, reply to my email, put a post in here. Because 99% of the time in my experience, that's not about the money. It might be about me being too salesy, in which case I definitely want to hear from you guys if that's where you feel. But it's usually this resistance to putting yourself first and to feeling that you can do that for yourself. So the moral of the story is, if you've been having any resistance to working with me in Burnout Breakthrough because you're worried about the money, let's talk about that. Because it might not just be the money. And if it is the money, there's always a way to sort that out. There's always more out there. There's always more money to be made. You know, money is not a thing, it's just energy, is what my mentor says, and I didn't believe it for ages, but she's right. It's not about your value, it's not about what anybody's worth, it's just about investment. It's about your time and your energy and where that comes from. So if that is something that you've been struggling with, talk to me, send me an email, we can talk about that. If you have been thinking in the run up to Christmas, I can't do X for myself, I can't buy myself a new dress for the company party, I can't get my nails done, I can't get my hair done, I shouldn't buy this for myself, oh that's really lovely and the boot's 3 for 2, but I couldn't possibly spend that money on myself. Just take a moment to think about whether investing in yourself is a good thing, whether you're resisting it because you don't want to spend the money on yourself, or whether you're resisting it because actually you don't have the money and that's fine. Okay, I'm gonna get a little bit welled up. Oh my god, my eyes have gone red. Emma's just said, oh trust me ladies, investing and working with Leah is worth every single bloody penny. Oh my god, I've actually just teared up, thank you. I wasn't quite expecting that, so thank you for that. Wow, I'm gonna need a drink now. Thank you so much, Emma, I really do appreciate that. Because I know that it was a big thing of trust for you to come and work with me, and I really do think that it is massively paying off for you, you know, without going into any confidentiality issues. You've made such leaps forward and I'm so proud of the progress you've made already, so long may that continue. So, Demelza asked something earlier, because in the email that I sent today, I said about the workshop that I'm running on Thursday. I'm going to keep this really brief because I think my battery's going to go in a minute. If I disappear, that's why, sorry. So I said I'm not sure about continuing the workshops into January. Now the reason for that is I'm running them a lot at the moment, and there's a core group of you. There's around a dozen people that are turning up to each workshop, or catching them on the replay and contacting me, and I want to make sure that they are really targeted to the right topics. So there's going to be a regroup time, but I'm thinking that in the new year we might do a workshop every month or every fortnight. But my question is, with the investment of time that we're doing as well, it's whether it's more use to you guys if we make it almost like a group program. So rather than it being just these ad hoc workshops on things that I'm pulling out and that you guys are saying to me, whether we make it slightly more focused, but also it means that you get more investment, you get more return on it, you get more work to do afterwards, you get more contact with me rather than it just being in these workshops and a little bit ad hoc. So that's what I'm playing with at the moment, but I really want to get to the end of the year first. I'm always honest, December's not a great month for me. So don't you bloody cry, you're not allowed to tonight. Sorry, that's to Emma, not just to all of, well, actually, yeah, that's to all of you. Don't any of you cry tonight, you're not allowed to. But thank you, Emma, that really did touch me, so thank you. So, if you are thinking about getting your nails done, if you are thinking about getting glitter tips on your toes, if you are thinking about a massage, if you're thinking about a new dress for the work Christmas party, if you're thinking about working with me in Burnout Breakthrough, if you're thinking about signing up for one of the 7-day courses, if you're thinking about booking a holiday to look forward to next year, I'm not your financial advisor, I'm definitely not your legal advisor, although I'm wearing the dress from work today. But I would always say, just before you say yes or no to anything, just step back for a moment and think, is this really about the money? Or is there a feeling in the pit of my stomach that I can't do this, or I'm nervous, or I'm scared, or it's uncomfortable? Because nothing good ever comes from staying in your comfort zone. It's lovely, it's safe, it's small, it gets impinged upon quite regularly. And if it's something that you're nervous about, that usually means it's a sign that it's a step forward, that it's a step of growth. So whatever it is, whatever you're concerned about, don't always make it about the money. Do think for a moment about whether it's also something bigger going on. And if it is, and if you want some help with that, you can comment here on this video. You can ping me an email at hello@searchingforserenity.co.uk. You know I pick them up as soon as possible. I respond to all of them. You know, and if it is something that you need more help and support with, even if it's not about working with me, you can always contact me. You can always ask for support here in the group. And, you know, this is as I keep saying, this is the thing I am most proud of, is this group. Because every woman here steps forward and helps when there's a problem, when somebody else needs support. And I think that's fantastic. And the fact that I've brought my own personal friends to the group as well is just a sign of how valuable I think this is. So I am going to love you and leave you before my phone spontaneously combusts in my hand. You are going to email me later, aren't you? Let me know how you're getting on. Said in my very stern mom voice. Everybody else, if you've caught me live or if you're catching this on the replay, thank you for joining me. I really do appreciate every single time you step out of real life to spend some time with me, because for all you know, everything else is going on around you, but you're really investing this time not only in listening to me, but in your own development, in your own time out. And I really do hope that that helps. So I will catch up with all of you soon. Do ping me a response to the emails. Let me know if you want to join the workshop, if you want to catch the replay. There is a freebie gift coming out with this one, because I'm doing a little worksheet and some help and stuff for you. So you do want to respond to the email so you get that at least. So have an amazing evening. I'm going to go now and get myself a celebratory glass of sherry. Thank you very much, Em. And I will catch you all very soon. Oh, 1 second before I go. Jasper. There we go. Bye from me and bye from Jasper. Bye for now.